Yeah, Brian's my little homie, and you're his super duper idol. Yeah. So I thought
he's my homie too.
Oh no, yeah. No, so I just longtime friend. I had an opportunity to kind of see you, and I wanted to bring him along because he's been following your career for a long time. So
oh man, that's
he wanted to
amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so happy you're here. I'm so happy to see you here.
Appreciate you. Yeah, we just wanted to ask a couple questions. I had a small little interview we wanted to do with you, basically just for the community, and just kind of ask a couple questions so the people that are inspired by you can just get to know you a little more. We just wanted to ask you, like, a lot of the young people, especially within the Latino and Chicano community, see themselves in your work, and I don't know if there's any advice you would like to give them, or other creatives around this industry as well.
Yeah, for sure. The advice I always give young Latinos and young anybody is, first of all, to really learn to love yourself. Yeah. That's the number one thing. Really learn to love yourself. And it's easy to say that, but if you really put that at the forefront of what you want to do in your life, I think that is the ticket to achieving anything. And then the next thing is to work your ass off. Dedication. Yeah, and we already know as people of color that we have to work harder than anybody else for anything.
Twice as hard.
So we just learn to appreciate that fact as a gift, because it makes us better, and not resent it.
Yeah.
Because if you spend your time thinking, I gotta work harder than all these other people at my job.
Yeah.
It starts to put an ugliness inside you that isn't healthy. So the thing to do is really kind of love that fact.
Yeah.
Love that you have to work harder, because it makes you better and stronger, and it does.
Especially when it's in your own craft, like your art and everything. So it doesn't even feel like you're working. It's just you're passionate about it. So it feels good.
Yeah, for sure. But even if you have to go get a job working for a company you don't want to work for, and it's tough and it's miserable, and you have a boss that's awful, you got to just push through it and take everything you can learn so that you can use it for yourself later on.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Another question is, you made a big move from the West Coast, where Chicano culture is everywhere, to the East Coast, where that influence isn't as front and center. Has that shift changed the way you approach your work or identity?
Yeah, for sure. Because I always have brought my Chicanismo with me wherever I go.
It's a part of you.
It's a part of me, and I brought it to the East Coast. And the work I do there is definitely influenced by myself and my own heritage, but also everything that I've experienced in New York.
Yeah.
Because New York is such an intense place. You grow 5 years a year. So it's oh my God.
It's nonstop.
2 years have gone by and you're 20 years older.
Yeah.
And so I have really, really taken in a lot from New York that has made me stronger and fiercer, and different aspects of my character that I love, and the brand, different aspects of the brand that I love. And but for myself, it's a merger, and I love everything that I brought into my life that came from my own culture, from my own Chicano culture, because it's a nice way to look at life. It's loving and kind and Catholic, and all these aspects of our people that everyone else misses out on.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And something I learned when I went to New York too is just that there's so much community and a lot of culture, and I feel like a lot of I think there needed to be less division, and kind of just I feel like you brought out a lot of the culture that was hidden within each other, so in New York.
Oh man.
But even then, on top of that, we were just in his hometown Huron, in the valley.
Yeah.
And I think just we were there for 3 days and spending that time there, I saw so much of Willy Chavarria influence in this town.
Yeah.
there's kind of hood too, you know.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then there's so much religion and like there's so much love within his family and like they take care of the community and like
Yeah, so
the
just
farm
being
workers.
in your realm, you
Yeah,
were
yeah.
able to see it, the influence that
Yeah,
you pulled from
and
it.
then I never knew that side of Willy. Just
Yeah.
seeing that firsthand, I was like, whoa, this is why Willy is the way he is.
We're working on a documentary right now,
Right.
and it's going to include like parts of like Huron and like my Chicano heritage and
Just a lot of your upbringing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because you know as immigrants and brown people with this country and this country's history of violence and oppression
Yeah.
and slavery and all of the like you know the ugliness that has
Trauma.
built this country, we have to remember to celebrate the beauty that we are.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, which is what you do in your work.
Thank you. Yeah,
You know,
there's a lot of. I think we as brown people have inherited a lot of trauma, and I think, like within that trauma, has also molded us to be a powerful community too. So I think what we're doing too, as like brown people, is just inspiring a lot of the youth as well. Like you inspire me, and now there's other like younger kids also that I'm trying to inspire too. So. I'm grateful to be in your guys' presence right now, Edison too, and I just want to say thank you for the time you guys gave us.
Well, of course,
Thank
of
you,
course.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
For everything.
Thank you.
And-